haven't tried Hunter. I don't think I mean, I'll probably play it when I'm forced to, but we could pick Trick Totem, but I really like Sneaky Delinquent, so Panther's good. I mean, Crushing Hand just to beat random, you know, Abominable Lieutenants is good too, though. Well, the thing with Hunter is like whether or not you get a Bloodseeker is a big part of whether or not you're actually able to win games. I think you just don't skip this card right now. Pawnmaker should be very good in this class. We actually are playing the class that has frost spells. I guess we take Polkelt. We don't know what we're getting from that yet, but I guess we'll go for it. Raised Alchemist is a thing. We just don't have anything for Zola as a thing. Like, it's not bad. We can reorder our deck twice. I almost want this card draw. Take another Crushing Hand. Now I feel a little worse about picking the first one. Probably not the end of the world, though. That's a very good card to have. I'm not sure if I want my top end to be a Stormwind when we have Polkelt. No Taker's very good. I may still take it. I feel bad delaying the Fire Elemental with a Stormwind though. Cactus King is like the full. You know, we don't exactly have the Note Taker stuff right now, the synergy, but we might get it. Alright, we'll get Broom surely. We can get Owl. Voracious Reader goes super light. Doesn't look like a Stormwind deck. It is now. Ooh, Pickrock. Ooh, super light. Ooh, Fungalmancer. At this point, I'm really trying to force the deck this direction, so I'm going to take that over possibly Bear card. Do we want a Void Ripper? We just have 3 Crushing Hands. Basically 4 Crushing Hands. Why not, I guess? We'll take Burst is good. Studies, I guess. Second Stormwind. Okay. We do have a Studies. We could go Substitute. It's been a while since I've memed games with Substitute. It's a lot better when you had Spell Damage Totem, obviously. Yep, Smug. Probably take Frostbite over Lightning Bolt. Honestly, Lightning Bolt's the way it's like 1 damage, 1 mana overload 1. I feel like that's probably worse than 2 mana deal 3. And then this also has the Honorable Kill upside. It's also a Frostbow. But I think this is just better. This yeah, this also goes face, so Mortuary Machine. Yep, Ram. I mean, I guess I take Bloom. How many battle cries do we have? Quite a few. I guess. It's very good that we went the direction we did. If we didn't go the aggro direction, this deck would just be like the easiest 0-3 ever. But because we went the YOLO aggro direction, we actually have a chance of winning games, I think. I mean, this hand seems good. Fair chance that the best card in this deck is going to be the Voracious Reader. Polkelt's gonna be good too. This thing will basically act as card draw. The most common way you use note taker is to coin a 5-drop like this. We could play Polkelt on 3. That would be poggers. I don't think I tend to use them that way. Where's all the free stuff? We didn't get offered we got offered this Frostbite and this well, the neutral 4-drop, the one that's in our hand right now. We didn't get offered a single freeze spell the entire draft outside of this. And you know that because they aren't in my deck, because any freeze spell that you get offered in the Shaman you automatically pick over almost anything. So that's how you know I didn't get one, because they're not in my deck. Okay, I'm not really okay with letting him get the 3-1 into the 3-3 trade. That probably just kills us, actually. It's a good draw. I'm not sure we can play this right now. I feel like we need to get a totem that saves us here. It's not the worst totem. It is crazy, right? Like, you never thought they were going to not only power creep Twilight Flamecaller, but also put it into neutral. You just would have never expected that. Why not play Ice Revenant first? True. Short answer is because I wasn't planning on playing it. But I probably but that was because I wasn't thinking about it, so I probably should have been thinking about that. Okay, it's kind of annoying. What's gonna be the problem is it's like turn 10, turn 11 that we're only able to play 1 card per turn. And we're not gonna have good options. This game might actually come down to whether or not we can top deck our captain the first turn that we can actually draw a 5. That might actually just straight up decide the game. Coin here. A warrior who coin here part on turn 1, nice. By Stormwind I get to just kill this. I can also pick rock this. I think the Stormwind makes sense. I think the minion with more stats. The strength tone buff just isn't relevant right now, so I think the stats are more relevant. How many divine shield buffs does this guy have? I think you just have to play the 8 mana card here. Because it's just going to be very awkward in the hand with how we're going to draw. He hasn't run out of buffs yet, apparently. I mean, he's only played 4 buffs in the top half of his deck. Now I can't even hear power. Do I play the Smug or do I play double 5? We both kind of work. He only has 7 damage on board. What is this? This is a spell. It's probably another Divine Shield buff. Let's be realistic. Because I guess like the problem is if you don't do this, you're just gonna get completely boned by 1 damage or anything, right? Means he gets a buff, but also we have an active Knight Captain. If we want to do that, or we just play Smug. It's a taunt protected cleave against a paladin that has not enough damage to kill it. Seems reasonable. Going for the YOLO. Did not hit it. Seems like not how to position your boards there. I think he just realized it. That hesitation is, I think, him realizing that. He's like, wait a second. He's like, maybe my opponent won't see it, smiley face. Funny how his Knight Captain is worse than Knight Captain, and it also costs 8 mana. Funny how that works. The game doesn't know. The game thinks it dies. Our opponent probably doesn't know either. He's hovering it like he doesn't know. He didn't know. We lost a turn 1 Bloom Coin Wildpaw Cavern. That is disgusting. I think I'm going to keep this and... I was like, and I'm going to hope that we draw all of early game. Yep. So much for that strategy. It's okay, we can keep the smug in hand and draw with everything else. What's funny is that even though we were trying to force this deck to be as light as possible, it's actually not that light. Our average card is like... There's so many 5-drops. I mean, like 4 and 5-drop. And the crushing hands are all basically 5s. Vietnam, thanks for following. It's kind of busted. Basically gets a 0 mana 2/2. He has another spell because that secret was not discounted. He has another spell in his hand, but we don't know that costs more than 1 mana. Likely costs more than 1 mana. That thing is, I think we play this to save health. There's a chance that he uses the weapon on it. There's also a chance that we top deck a Bunker Sergeant. Okay, we got very lucky here. Has a crushing hand. It may still be Coin Smug Senior. I don't know why I said hey, there's a crushing hand when we already had a crushing hand. I haven't really been considering the fact that the crushing hand's in our hand because it's unplayable. That's probably the reason. Problem is if we crushing hand here, then what are we doing next turn? We're playing the lightning storm that our steward generated. Or we're passing the turn, one or the other. I guess is the short answer. That is a fish. That's a good card. Wait, this is nuts. Fungomancer power. Even though we're wasting half of it, it's still good. I can play Steward and Crushing Hands next turn. Help. Okay, so here's the strat. We play the Delinquent. Delinquent tanks it. Yeah. The plan didn't work. I think we might be dead. You could have hero powered first to try to further increase the odds, but I wanted to go for the max tempo play. And maybe you should have gone for just trying to not let the owl hit you. And I could have gone for totem also. I mean, owl is on the there's a very large list. There's a very long list of cards in the game that are extremely bad except when you're winning. And owl is on that list. It's not even like the only requirement is you have to be winning. Your opponent also has to have no silence or removal or no efficient removal. A lot of boxes you have to check. Probably pretty happy to get a frostbite honorable kill off on curve, right? Not a great way you can ever really undo that. I can get a bunch of crushing hands. I guess I do. I mean, I want a crushing hand because it actually grows my guy also. So I guess we go for it. It's not even like the LTK deck is good, but it's not even the best Warlock deck, right? Isn't it still just worse than like last patch Warlock? I'm pretty sure it's actually just worse. It's just funny, so people are playing it. Owl is faster? How the hell is it faster? The other deck is way faster. How the hell is it faster? Wait, thanks for the follow. I mean, it's faster than Fatigue Warlock, but Fatigue Warlock doesn't even exist in Standard. Like, no one even plays that deck because it's garbage. It's faster than a deck which is unplayably bad. I mean, okay, yeah. I understand. That makes sense. Yeah, all the looks like it's not a big difference, but the hand warlock is like looks like it's outperforming it by a little bit. Do I have to crushing hand that? It's probably crushing hand, it's just so expensive. Maybe we just pass here. I could actually play the Crazed Alchemist here, but I don't know if that even helps us. If I do play the Crazed Alchemist, you can't get an honorable kill. I could also be very good at the game and get exactly Lightning Bolt off of this. That'd be another option. It's probably this. Well, Humongous Owl is literally the most played card in Standard right now. It's literally the most played card in Standard, so it sees more play than every card in Standard. It was HS Replay released a graphic. It's literally the most played card in the game. Or it was like number 3 or something, I forget. Okay, I retweeted it, let me see. No, yeah, no, it actually is the most common card. It is the most common card. It's more common than the Warlock Death Knight. Or not Death Knight, but Hero card. Yeah, I could kill that if I want to. Probably should. This might be an overreaction, but we're talking about Hoot Hoot. Which it's literally the well, this is this graphic is the cards that are this is the cards from the newest set. So it's not all cards, but it is the most popular card of the new set is the owl. So yeah. I can play that now. I probably don't need to play it now. If it was a 7-4, it wouldn't be that oppressive. Yeah, but you wouldn't want to make it a 6-4, because then it wouldn't die to Big Game Hunter. And that would make it unplayable and constructed, right? Is the owl a good arena pick? It's not good. It's not terrible, but it's not good. It's mediocre. Is it always Mirror Entity? It's one of the awkward things about Mirror Entities when you have multiple of them. If you draft them, you end up in these situations where calling Tech W because it's unplayable. It's like rated 40 on Hearth Arena. Like, I mean, it's not a terrible card. It's worse than a Yeti, I think. But it's not that much worse. Let's not play this. Be overloaded for the entire game strat again. One of those games I see. I could have saved the studies to get 2. From what I've seen though, I think the studies pool in Shaman is like actually dog shit. It's either you get the 5 mana 4/4, either you get Stewardess Scrolls or it's literally garbage. So it's not the greatest thing to keep. But because I did play this, I don't really want a coin. I may just have to take it though. Especially because, I mean, we have the Voracious Reader, so theoretically we can play this the turn that we play the Voracious Reader to basically double up on that draw. What I was saying is, like, literally get Steward or it's dog shit. This is the second best spell damage minion in Shaman, I think. You're almost guaranteed to get one of the two, because there's only like 5 of them, I think. So it's like you're almost guaranteed to get one of them, but there is also a chance you just miss and then you're really sad. Do I want this draw right now? I think I do want this draw right now. I don't know, maybe a totem's better. Strength totem. It's just like Steward is it's a good value card, but it's just a 5-mana 4/4 is so slow now. Though I guess you discount it. So if you do play this, if you do play it on 1, then it's only a, but okay. It's one of those games I see. It's fair. Heal totem. Nice. Yeah, it would be a lot better if you could. Well, if you're going second, you play Studies on 1, and you get Steward. You coin the Steward on 3, then you can still play. You can still play Wildpaw Caverns on 4. That's actually like legit the best case scenario there. You can also get Glaciate into Abominable Lieutenant. You can also get like something like Earthquake or Tidal Wave. Those are basically all the best case scenarios. Other than that, it's gonna be kind of weak, most likely. I think we just play this Pitcroc. I can draw first, I guess. Yeah, I don't see what else I'm doing. That I can do. The problem is I don't have a play. Well, no, I can Alchemist. Alright. Still have to figure out exactly how we're, well, we're not going to have to figure out that. It's not going to be that hard to figure out how to dump our hand relatively soon, because we're going to have no hand, just because we're not going to have any value left. So at a certain point, the Voracious Reader will just be 3 draws anyway. So that problem's going to solve itself rather quickly. Longzilla, thanks for the follow. That is a Knight Captain in the perfect scenario. Yeah, I could play this Bunker Sergeant, but I don't need to. Well, it lets me kill that totem. I guess I'll do it. You definitely want to make sure you don't play the Sergeant first. That wouldn't quite work out if you played it before the Knight Captain. Six mana Hex, okay. Mushroom power. I can't not buff the frog, right? Let's be honest. You have to let the frog get revenge. Very important. Otherwise you're misplaying severely. Do I have lethal? Oh, I have lethal. Like, I have lethal. What if I don't want to have lethal? I should still have lethal. I was looking forward to this Voracious Reader draw. It's really a tragedy. Ooh, frog lethal. Don't leave. Frog lethal. Yes! Frog lethal! We did it! Got him. Honorable kill with the frog. Having this frostbite early seems good. Good old Stoneclaw totem. You and me, we go way back, right? Okay, so at some point we're going to draw something we can play, right? That is something we can play. Okay. It's pretty good, actually. We're also running out of bad draws. It's very good to draw. It's actually extremely good to draw light and then get cycle off of the wand maker to get you out of that light draw into your value. Looks like he's playing right into Bunker Sergeant. It was actually a misplay, technically. We need 12s this meta. We had a 12 at the beginning of this stream today. With a, what was that? I'm looking at my tracker icon. I can't tell what that is. That was a Demon Hunter, right? I think it was a Demon Hunter. I think it was a Demon Hunter. Yeah, it was a Demon Hunter. It wasn't a particularly high roll Demon Hunter either. Ooh, Frost Spell. Our 2 freeze spells. And we actually have the Wind Chill too. We're popping off, chat. Literally, we've drawn 100% of our synergy in the top 9 cards of our deck. Opponent is like, what the hell? This synergy is unreasonable. And we freeze that guy for more synergy. Our opponent emotes. We mushroom power him in the face. To the face! Oh dear. 5 mana secret, not like this. That looks like a flame ward. We can play our entire hand technically. It's gotta be Flame Ward, right? There's like no way. Because otherwise he would have just killed the other two too. Unless he's a Master Debater. Doing the master of debates. Doing all debates. That would never be the case, right? It'd probably be really bad if I did this play and then it sniped this by chance. So I should probably not. I should probably make that not a possibility. By not killing his Kaboom bot. Right there. It's true that, yeah, Demon Hunter works very well with Honorable Kill. They don't have any, like, really good class Honorable Kill cards, though. It's just that the fact that they have an offering bonus on that freaking the 2 mana 2/2 that summons 2 1/1s every turn, you know, that thing. Oh, cycle, yeah, that definitely helps him. We went 12 without cycle. We also only went 12 because we didn't run into any opponents that had cycle. Worth noting. Because if we ran into any opponents that had cycle, we would have lost. Feels just good to get Frostbite down when you actually get the honorable kill. Yeah, that's a problem.
I don't need any of you.
We're just gonna go 5, 6. 5 into 6, and then hopefully we've drawn something good by then. There's not that many good draws we have in our entire deck, though. I'm not sure what we're hoping for. Is this guy skipping his turn? Two mana coin. Okay. I mean, geez. He must have spells in his hand if he's that bothered by it. Or he just, I mean, maybe he just didn't have any other plays. Can Feral Cat get Wind Guardian? I don't think Wind Guardian's in the set with Feral Cat. It was Descent of Dragons mini set? Interesting. Fortunately for us, Flake Thatcher is very good sometimes, and it feels like this, based off our opponent's inability to find a good play here, I think this is one of those times where it's very good. Ooh. Ooh. Wish I had like a 3 mana taunt right now. That would be juicy. Wait, this thing's 4 attack? Yeah, that makes the smug bad. So do we actually go for the fire elemental here? Maybe. I mean, we could just be good at the game and get taunt totem and then automatically win, basically. That's one option. But I think we might just fire elemental. If he has the thing, it's a little bad for us. The problem with the Smug Senior is that you leave him exactly 7 damage to kill the Smug. He needs to have 2 different pings or 1 AoE ping to make this bad for us. Okay. We would only need 1 damage to make the other play bad. That was the only bad totem. I was like, as long as we don't get Searing Totem, this is good. But then we got Searing Totem. I'm going to be annoyed if we lose the game because of that. Probably won't, but we might. Not like this. This does lock us out of playing Pit Croc, but if we get him to 5, rogues don't tend to heal very often, so yeah. Getting randomly renoed by a rogue. Okay. I'm not mad, chat. He just swashed into an active Reno. I'm not mad, by the way. I'm not mad. Inhale. I'm actually not mad because we're gonna win anyway, but it's just, do I play this? Do I want to play Polkelt? If I play Polkelt, it does get us closer. I guess I want to play Polkelt to get us closer to the Knight Captain, so in case that this Pick Rock doesn't actually kill him. I think I'm having an out-of-body experience right now. What the hell? Dude, what is this deck? Barrowcat, Swashbuckler, 1-drop, 2-drop, Sword. It's just he had no mid-game. Imagine if this guy actually drafted mid-game. Like, holy fuck. If he had anything to bridge the gap between early and mid-game, he never loses with that deck ever. He probably just drew badly, to be honest. And it's crazy that, like, if he's at 502, the game that he loses, the game that he high rolls a fucking Reno. Welcome to Hearthstone in current year.
Let the hunt begin. I bring the fury of the elements.
Do I want a splitting axe? I think I want other early game. We coin the Lone Champion into Unbound Elemental, and then we overload ourselves into next year. Sounds good. It's mean to send him down towards the 2 loss bracket. My bad. I apologize. I think we're getting wrecked, chat. At least this weapon doesn't grow. I think we still go for this. It's been so long since you drafted Ysera. What's funny is I don't know that I've ever actually gone 12 wins with the Ysera. Have I? I don't think I have. I actually don't think I've ever gone 12 wins with the Ysera. My decks with Ysera don't tend to do that well. Like, they do alright, but they don't... Like, they don't do super well. I think I just killed that. I did with a shaman. DMF. What is DMF? Darkman Fair? Oh, that was like a long time ago. Let me look up my videos. 12 win shaman. That's the thing, is that was so long ago that I don't even remember it. Oh no, is it this triple legendary shaman? No, that didn't have it. It was the triple walking fountain one? No. I have bad news for you, sir. I'm looking at like all the videos I have that have 12 win shaman in the title. I don't see it. I don't mind having a 7-mana Night Captain in my hand, to be honest. Question is, do we actually... Maybe we just play Smug over playing Fire Elemental. I feel like this is fine. I mean, if he's not going to trade this, we get to activate Night Captain, so... Which common is better in this arena? Which one is the best? There are very many good cards in this meta right now. There are a lot of them. Figured out that he has to trade this in. That's unfortunate for us. I may have to Fire Elemental that. There's a Lightning Bloom. It's an extremely high value Giggling Out Inventor. Oh, I just found it actually. It's the... Was that deck? I mean, this deck doesn't have 12 wins in the title. Oh, it did go 12. Okay, that's why I didn't find it, because it didn't have 12 wins in it. It didn't have 12 wins in the title. Oh yeah, that was one of those ones where I didn't put 12 wins in the title because it started 1 and 2, so I wanted to keep the suspense up. That was why I didn't put it in the title. Back then, a lot of people were complaining that I would put the result in the title, but then people don't really complain about that anymore. But yeah, I think that might actually have been the only deck I've ever gone 12 with Ysera with, actually. Which is kind of hilarious, actually. But it's been a thing that I've noticed is that my results with Ysera actually have not been very good. They've been like actually kind of unusually bad. Do I want to bloom? I could bloom that. I should probably just play this. Maybe I should just bloom that. The taunt to protect this could matter. There's not that much rush anymore. Not that likely to actually matter to protect this, but also, I mean, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, what are we saving this thing for? Ah. I see. Okay. It's one of those games now. Fair enough. Well. Now it's like I can do this, but I could also get the battle cry value off of this. Could have done that. Maybe I should have drawn first. I could have been reasonable. I don't know that I would have even done that. I probably should have. Just like if you devolve into a teacher's pet, it could actually be worse. The funny thing. Oh, he lost a 1-1. Seems pretty bad for him. He should have probably thought about that. Oh. Oh. What? Maybe we try this first. Snakes. What's up, Lorekeeper Palmer? How you doing? Wait, Frostbite goes face? Oh. I didn't know that goes face. Why does Frostbite go face? This card goes face? Ah. Did we just have lethal? Or were we off? Wait, I played a 6-mana. Yeah, we just had straight up lethal, didn't we? Yeah. I played a 6-mana card, so I obviously had 6 mana available. Yeah. And I could have picked something cheaper too. So yeah. We will never inform our opponent of this. Holy crap, we have the combo. Holy crap. I haven't had Polkelt in a while. I said both of those things. But if I don't remember saying it, does it count? This is the real question. Is there anything we would actually play from the Wand Maker? Oh, I'd probably play the 3. I was gonna say, is there anything we play that the Wand Maker can give us? I don't think so. Wand Maker can give us Unstable Evolution. Surely we'll get one of those eventually. Unstable Evo. Honestly, if you could just get Unstable Evo there, it would be pretty good. But probably still wouldn't use it because you probably want it to. You probably want to greed it a little more. Ideally, you play the Polkelt on 5 and then you Unstable Evo on 6. That would be the ideal world. What's up, Banner J? Thanks for the follow. How you doing? Does he still have a ram? He still has a ram. Not using it here. I could play that. I probably do. It means I can't pull Kelt on curve, but I think that's okay. One of the things about Polkelt is it's not even clear that it's best to play it on turn 5 a lot of the time. Because if you play it early, it ends up being really awkward a lot of the time. That's a problem. Remember when we had a board? Pepperidge Farms remembers. Oh. Oh. Oh, so we actually just lose actually. Okay, that's great. Yeah, that's a good draw actually. I mean, we're still losing now. We're just not losing by as much. Ideally, we would get value out of this Voracious Reader before the Polkelt too. Or we play them both on the same turn. Card is just so stupidly broken. It's just he had a single Battle Worn Vanguard. It's like it's extremely hard to play a Battle Worn Vanguard and not be winning a game. Unless your opponent, if they have exactly Bunker Sergeant, there's a chance you might not be winning. But otherwise, it's basically impossible to play that card and not be winning. Trade cycle of 7 and then double trade a 3/3 in the hero power into your 5/4. Oh, yeah. So if I pull Kelt now, I get hit Croc on 8. I mean, we could be good at the game and just get Lightning Bolt off of Steward. That's the other option. Not Lightning Bolt, Lightning Storm. The best classes by far in Arena right now are Demon Hunter and Shaman. I don't think it's really close. I don't know what the odds are getting Bolt, but or getting Storm, but they're not. It's like a 1 in 11. Yeah, it's not very good. You could also get Tidal Wave or Earthquake. You could maybe justify YOLOing it. It's a problem. He trades, he trades. We get to kill that with the Pit Croc and the 2-1? Okay, that's a problem. How good is the freeze entire board card in Shaman? Which one? There's multiple. The 5-drop, it's busted. It's one of the best cards ever printed. Let's see if we would have gotten it. We got the Tidal Wave, actually. I think that card is very easy to misplay with, and it makes it worse than it would otherwise be. It's performing slightly better than Knight Captain. It's about the same as Knight Captain according to the stats on HS Replay. But I think it's significantly better than Knight Captain. And I think people play it badly, probably is why it's not performing better. Knight Captain's a very hard card to misplay with, relatively speaking. We're talking about Snowfall Guardian. I think we're talking about Snowfall Guardian. Thanks for the follow. It's probably still a worse card than Wildpaw Cavern, though, just because Wildpaw Cavern is so stupid, because if you draw it by turn 4, you just kind of automatically win a game. Any game you play. Unless your opponent has like very specific answers to blow it up. I'm going to make a video probably in the next 12 hours where I'm gonna say, like, I think there were so many flashier cards that distracted people, I feel like, but I think Wildpaw Cavern is probably like #1 priority as far as like what needs to be banned in this game, because like that card is so unbelievably toxic. Wildpaw Cavern is 4 mana, get 3 3/4s. So you overpay by 1 mana, and so instead of getting 1 3-drop, you get 3 of them. But they're delayed. 2 of them are delayed. One of them comes instantly. Such a ludicrous card. How much do we want to get this Frostbite down? Seems kind of reasonable. It feels just really good anytime you can actually get the proc off of this thing. Surely this time my Ram that I tempo out isn't going to just die to a Bunker Sergeant, surely? Wildpower Cavern would be dumb if it was 6 mana is the thing. Doesn't really matter which way I do this, right? Whether these I do this way I miss 3 damage, this way I miss 3 damage. Doesn't actually matter. Here's the card that gives you a wind chill, good card in Arena. It's another, there's like 4 different Shaman cards on the list of best cards ever given to Shaman, and that's one of them, basically. Well, no, the thing is, it's a 2-mana 3/2 that gives you a premium 1-mana spell. So, it replaces itself and also gives you premium spell. It's very good, yes. Hit him in the face. I feel like we just go for the splitting axe here too. And just smack him. Don't you dare. Okay. That's not a lightning storm. He frostbites us back. But it's too late. Yeah, Hollow Abomination is really dumb too. There's a lot of just really dumb cards in this set. Every time I've played Hollow Abomination, it hasn't really won games by himself, just because my opponents always had the hard removal. But it's like, that's the thing with Hollow Abomination, is like, if your opponent doesn't have the hard removal, they just lose. I think our opponent has a rage quit, chat, where we do the this is where we do the chant. So we're doing this chant very often in this meta, is a thing I've noticed. I get to crushing hand the bunker sergeant. Guy deserves it. I need to get the totem lethal, right? It's very important. It's very important. Killing the shaman with the totem. Getting 40 armor for the horde. We could keep this and just play it on 1. I don't think that's really what we want, though. Which card is better? Abominable? Oh, the new one? Abominable Lieutenant or Runaway Blackwing? Abominable Lieutenant, easily, not even close. Like... That's surprising he actually plays a Gibber over tapping. I guess he's trying to cheese the game that way. I don't really want to do this, but it's like, it feels wasteful, but like, when you get to coin out a card that does more than it's supposed to, even if you're going to play off mana afterwards, it's still probably good. That's the thing when you have These kind of busted cards nowadays. I just have to tempo this. It's possible if I just tempoed this the other turn, and maybe he plays into this even harder, and we don't have to coin. It's very possible it would have worked. It could have gone very badly for us, but it could have gone much, much better. Jesus. Okay, it could have gone much better apparently. I'm sorry, I didn't realize my opponent's gonna literally only have 1 mana, 1 health minions in his entire deck. At 7 wins. In Bunker Sergeant meta.
With every strike, we will strike back harder.
So the fact that we're skipping our next turn is kind of a problem. But maybe it'll be okay. It might be okay. Might not be okay, but it might be okay. We have 1 mana. Maybe we draw Voltaic Burst. It was nice of him to at least give us good trades on the board. The question here is, how much do we believe in this Rumbling Elemental? The thing is, it's probably not a lot. Because if we believe in it, we can either go Fire Elemental or Fungalmancer. Fungalmancer is really... well, it's not actually that bad if we miss. Fire Elemental you can just trade and it still works, but you would rather Knight Captain. You're gonna do that. You probably just take the trade in Knight Captain. Just feels like with Knight Captain, upon first opportunity being able to play it, you should, like, almost always. If you can never actually honorable kill with it. Still kind of in shock at the fact that we completely skipped a turn against a Warlock and we're not dead somehow. And we're actually the ones pressuring. It's very weird. We just... oh. Okay. Okay, if we got taunt to him, that would have been really bad. We might be able to get a triple splitting axe. We'll see if he, I actually should have positioned differently, because I should have put the tomes next to each other so that we could potentially Fungalmancer plus splitting axe if the Smug Senior doesn't die. That could be awkward for me, because I didn't do that. The thing is, if we're doing this turn and the Smug Senior doesn't die, we're still probably in pretty good shape. He took the first mulligan off the Sphere of Sapiens, but he's been taking all of them since, all his natural draws. It's like the weakest Hall Abomination I've ever seen, actually. So the Fungomancer seems very good. We may do the, yeah, we may just do the Fungomancer Splitting Axe. That seems just really good. We could wait until the Splitting Axe does more, but it kills a 3/2. Just seems very good. So where do I just ignore that thing? Seems rather on the risky side. We have like 3 health minions, so he could actually get more honorable kills off of it if he gets through this somehow, so. If you don't kill and he does get a hard removal, you probably just lose the game on the spot. And he gets 3 draws per turn, not even 2. Damn. Nice. It's literally a one-side volcano. Not even good enough. Thing is, assassinated our little minions. He's actually gotten like super bad RNG on this. Okay, you probably should have done that first, sir. Wouldn't this thing have reduced our health on board by like 6 or something? Oh, no, we had the Fungomancer. 4/2 Fungomancer. Maybe not, actually. Oh, our opponent is like Giga dead, by the way. I don't know why all these cards go face. Remove charge, make all cards go face. Basically, yeah. Here's the thing is, like, I've said this 100 times, but it's like, because they, they made it seem like with the core set rotation that they were going to, you know, remove that, have less of that in the game. But then really what the only thing they were doing was they removed all those cards that went face, just so they could print more cards that went face, is what they actually did. So they kind of debated everyone. Hearthstone removes wins and losses. Dude, Hearthstone removed MMR from being a thing that's visible literally before it even existed. Which is basically the same thing as YouTube removing dislikes. But they removed it before it even was, before they even put it in the game. What do you think the odds are we actually get a Fungomancer off here? Question is if we can get a Fungomancer off, which we might be able to. It looks like we might be able to. Will we even do it? Because getting Thresher down might be better. Okay, yeah, now it's like, I mean, it's not like the Fungomancer is bad, but I think Thresher down is probably better. Fungomancer does keep both guys alive technically. It's probably better just play Thresher. Forces a response. You heard a comedian calling dislike the bullying. It's Trevor. It's not Trevor Noah, is it? It was Trevor Noah? Okay. Surely we never get punished for leaving that 1-1 up. Didn't get punished. Nice. We got the troublemaker. I mean, troublemaker. We got the Fungomancer down. Yeah, we have a good choice between Stormwind and Pickrock this next turn. Remind me to never draft this card again. I feel like I didn't really have a choice, but whatever I picked it over was probably better than this thing. Because this thing has never hit the target we've wanted one time this entire run. It's actually just never done anything productive. Actually, never. Okay, did something. All right. You're on the comeback. Still not the ideal target, but we'll take it. You didn't hit the worst target this time. Doesn't really matter to us which one he hit. Well, we could I was gonna say we're gonna Stormwind, but maybe we could just Fire Elemental actually, since he did it this way. It's probably reasonable. But I kind of lied when I said it didn't matter. It kind of did matter. He just devolving missile 2 understated minions. Okay. Why are my lowest cost cards always my best plays? These are my questions. It's funny how, like, it's basically been this way almost every game, where the Smug Senior has actually been dead weight for this deck. It's like playing a Smug Senior is just so unbelievably slow. That's a problem. So there's no way we can trade into a totem here. Should probably just play all the stats. Well, okay, no, hold up. We guaranteed draw Splitting Act, so there is value to putting him low. They don't really heal, right? Shamans don't really heal right now, I don't think. We should probably just get him down into range. They have Healing Rain? Well, they never picked that though. They could get off a spell lacking. Tidal Wave. It's very true that they have Tidal Wave. I like to forget that Tidal Wave exists. But yeah, Tidal Wave is the heal that they tend to do. You're not wrong. I just like to forget that Tidal Wave exists when it exists. I'm thinking he would have played it by now. Not even this turn, but I think he would have played on a previous turn. None of these things have taunt. Why do I speak words, chat? He's still dead, but I still don't understand why I speak words. Because I know that. Okay, I need to get Tiny Fin lethal, don't I? I shouldn't. I'm not a monster like Zeddy or Dreads. I don't make Tiny Fin die unnecessarily. Our opponent couldn't handle the shame of dying to Tiny Fin. Warlock. Dude, do we honestly just keep like Lightning Bloom Night Captain and just try to cheese him with that? I feel like we try to cheese him with this. Play a 2-3, I dare you. No balls. Warlock confirmed, no balls. Truly a tragedy. We played 2 rogues that both went 3 wins. And we'll probably... No, one of them went 7, actually. Yeah, no. I think I high rolled them both, too. But it's like, they're very RNG reliant is the thing. So... So we can coin Bunker Sergeant if we wanted to really badly. Man, it's like, it feels like getting the honorable kill off Frostbite in a lot of these games is so powerful. Like, just, it's like a permanent Lotheb, basically. It's obviously not as good as Lotheb was, but still, it's like, man, it really just shuts a lot of things down. Oh, he has a Zilliax. It's kind of rude. We're playing like every one, aren't we? We missed the 5 drop. So I think we play every one. Well, I could totem instead of both of these. I don't know, I think we just play every one. It's a little annoying that he gets 9 healing off of his Iliax. What's up, Danger Mouse? How you doing? Remember when I had minions on board? He never kills this 1-1, surely. He didn't kill the 1-1. The power of mushrooms compels you. We have some burnouts because even like Polkelt will give us the Pit Croc. Polkelt, Pit Croc, Splitting Axe. Voracious Reader will get us there. Hypothetically. Got him. I have to say this deck is doing better than I expected. It feels kind of random now. It's like, it was the same way in Dual Class 2 where it's like, what opponents you run into matters more than, you know, how good your deck actually is. 10-win Warrior, my god. Because I feel like both of our rogue decks were better than this deck. And those 2 rogue decks averaged 5. What's up, Rip Me? And this deck is somehow double digits. Doesn't make any sense. Do you ever pick Luneth in Arena? Well, you're getting a legendary pick, right? There are worse legendaries than it. It's a very risky pick, but you could pick it.
I lead from the front.
It's very hard to make work, though. I think this just has to die. We also get the honorable kill on that. Very valuable. I guess we just chill. You should take Frost Whisper. Frost Whisper is the 5-mana 3/6, right? That card's very, very good. Kelda is also very good, actually. Frost Whisper is very good. I was thinking about maybe tempoing this, but I realized I should play these two together. Excuse me, sir. Okay, well, I wanted to play those together, but now I can play a 0 mana 5/4, which is pretty good. So I think I'm going to do that. This guy hovered his card as if he didn't know that that was what was going to happen. Really tragedy. What do I think about Legionnaire? I think it depends on your deck. It can work in some decks, but I don't think it works in other decks. I think it's the type of card I wouldn't draft in the decks that I generally draft, but I don't know, it's a lot better than those types of cards used to be, just because of the way the meta is now. It's like you have to have a deck that kind of builds around it, though, to some extent. You don't want Legionnaire in just a regular tempo deck, because it's terrible in a regular tempo deck. Yeah, saying like, I don't know exactly why we're here. Eventually I'll get a drop that isn't terrible. Never mind. Apparently I won't. We get one of those like streamer luck people to run into chat and be like, hey, and tell us how we're only hearing. Yo, Redbeard. The perfect timing. What is up, Redbeard? Thanks for the raid. How's everyone doing from Redbeard's channel? Manon, thanks for the follow. We are trying to bring this deck to 12. We are very surprised that we are here, actually, but we are here, so we're here to watch this 12. Exactly. I think this will be my last. This will actually be my last game because I've been on for 8.5 hours, and yeah, win or loss, this will probably be the last one. So. We will hope for the best. Do we keep a Fungomancer with her? If we keep going second, it feels like. Yeah, it's the third game in a row we've gone second. But the other games worked out, so surely this one will be the same. Attention is palpable. Exactly. I feel like maybe we just keep this Fungomancer. I don't need all of this, though. Then maybe I just toss the Spire Tank. Seems reasonable. Unless you're planning on coining 3s past it. I just realized we're against a Demon Hunter. I think we lost, chat. I've been alright. How have you been doing? I think we're dead. We're just so dead, actually. Best of luck. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure this deck's already over. I mean, this game's already over. And the deck is also over because this game's over. Okay, we have a bloom. That could give us options, maybe. We need like a broom or something. Like we'd have to have like broom thresher or something to actually be able to do something here, I think. Or we'd have to have bunker sergeant in hand right now. I don't know. It's like you can't even like coin out the thresher to hope it lives or something because you know he has a flyer in hand, so it just always dies. God. Oh, why? Okay, well we have a chance here. So we can go for the thresher here and hope that this miraculously survives somehow. Even though he has enough damage to kill it. And we know that he has enough damage to kill it. Maybe he doesn't realize it. I think he figured it out. Yeah, not sure if we could have done anything. The only thing we could have done differently was keep the spider tank, I guess. And coin threes, but I don't think that would have gone any better. This was just an unwinnable game. I mean, maybe he passes this turn. Even if he passes, we still die. Is there any other out in the deck? I mean, we need our out was having bunker sergeant 3 turns ago. Yeah, game's over. Terrible way for this run to end, but I mean, we shouldn't have been at 11 wins with this deck. I'm surprised this deck. I'm honestly surprised this deck went past 5. So, you know, because this is a. I think this is clearly a low roll shaman, and we just somehow got to 11 with it. So we got build a snowman, nice.